the trunk, we're gonna take these nuts off. There's 4 of them. You don't have to take those 2 off in the middle. Just use a 10mm socket. Right, underneath the front of the back seat, just pull straight up on both sides, just like that. And then we're gonna take the bottom part of the seat out, slide it out. I'm gonna disconnect this seat belt to make it easier. Just take a straight pick and just push right there. We'll just slide this up top. Then take a 15mm socket. I'm gonna take these nuts out right there, there, and there. Now I'll just grab the back seat, pull it straight forward. Just watch out for the seat belts. Just move them out of your way. You don't have to pull it out of the car completely. You can just pull it out of your way and leave it there. I'm gonna take this push pin out. I'm just gonna use a trim tool. Just get underneath there. Pop that off. And then you can slide this out of the way. And then you can access the top part of the shock. I'm gonna take the wheel off. I'll use a 19mm socket to remove the lug nuts. And remove the wheel. I'm taking a jack stand, putting it underneath the rear lower control arm to take some of the spring pressure off of the shock. So I'm gonna lower the vehicle. I don't wanna put all the weight of the vehicle on this, but just a little bit just to take some of the pressure off. Now I'm going to take this lower shock bolt out. It's a 21, use a 21mm socket. Slide that out. You can take these 2 outer nuts off. I'll just use a 13mm socket. You might have to use a swivel socket or a swivel on your socket or universal to get that one off. Now I can just take a pry bar and just pry this out. Try to get it from over here. There we go. If you pry it up a little bit. Now that's out. And just slide it right out. All right, now I'm gonna slide the new shock in position. Now I wanna line this up down here. Line the bolt hole up, just put that in softly, and then I'm gonna push down on the shock and then let it go. Watch your fingers and just line up the bolt holes up here. Now I'll tighten this bottom one. Then I'm gonna torque this bolt to 111 foot-pounds. And get these 2 nuts started. Snug them up first. And I'll tighten these down to 18 foot-pounds. Do the same for this one. That's good. Install the tire, line it up, install the lug nuts. Now I'm going to tighten these lug nuts to 100 foot-pounds in a star pattern so that it tightens the wheel down evenly. I'll just go around again, double check. Now take this insulation right here, get this lined up how it came off. And line that hole up right there, and take the push pin and reinstall it. Now take the back part of the seat and line it up. And make sure you pull the seatbelt out from the side. Might be easier to do this with a friend. we go. That's good. Install these nuts. And I'll tighten these down. I'll just start from the center, work my way out. I don't think it matters. And from here, these nuts on. You could have someone push on the seat a little bit, or just tighten this down a little, just so these come through a little more, the studs. And tighten these down. And reattach this seatbelt. Only goes on one way. It's gonna go that way, make sure it's not twisted. And install the lower part of the seat. You wanna get these seatbelts lined up in these slots. Oops. Makes it a little bit easier. Line it up, push it down.